Hi everyone, want to make a quick video on the next iPhone, the iPhone 14 Pro. And I'm making this video here in November of 2021. And the iPhone 14 Pro is going to be coming out next year. We're looking at about September of 2022. And Apple basically does this every year. It has been doing it for the last couple years. So if you guys don't know when Apple drops the iPhone by now, we've got a little issue. But let's go to the real tension here. What will the iPhone 14 Pro have? And we've seen on Apple's decision that this came out like a week ago here in November 2021 that Apple is going to make it easier for consumers to fix their iPhone and their MacBook products. Now, Apple never does this. They hate doing this and they don't want to do it. The reason why they did that was due to government and regulations pushing companies and going to be pushing them very hard with regulations upcoming very soon. So Apple is smart. They are planning ahead, as always, for these regulations by the government and whatnot. And that's the reason why Apple pushes, not because Apple's very nice to consumers. um, so going on to the iPhone, the reason why I said that is because the iPhone governments and regulators are now pushing towards a standardization of charging and connectivity, and that one is USB-C. Apple uses a lightning cable. They have been doing that for quite some time, and they will be moving to a USB charging port for their iPhones. Um, I look at it as a positive because USB-C is being utilized by basically all smartphones out there. And the MacBook Pro also utilizes the USB-C charging port. So unless you're going to the 14 or 16 inch where you have a MagSafe. So that's one big change for the 14 Pro. Another change is going to be the processor. The processor is going to be much more efficient. The speed, the RAM is going to be increased. These are things that we see all the time with every single iPhone and smartphone out there. Is this a given? So if you hear some word like, "Oh wow, Apple's coming out with a new chip in their iPhone that's going to be increasing the processing speed and what," these type of things is a given. It's not really new in my viewpoint, especially if a phone gets released a year later. I mean, smartphones change so much. So processing power is going to increase, RAM is going to increase. Look for the camera and video quality to also improve, and the sensor size to improve as well. The reason why I say that is if you look at Samsung, if you look at the Chinese competitors like Huawei, and different competitors, they've really stepped up the game in their not only the processing of the image, but also the light and the sensor in the camera. And Sony came out with an $1,800 phone this year that, in terms of the raw hardware, it's absolutely blowing everything out of the water. The only difference is the software, and this is where everything comes into play with the smartphone world is the software. That's what differentiates the photos from coming out pretty good and decent, especially if you have more megapixels or whatnot. They really don't matter. So just keep in mind that for the new iPhone 14 Pro. Um, and what else? I'm kind of visualizing what else for the iPhone. The notch is still going to be there. And I'll tell you why the notch is going to be there. If you look at the MacBook Pro, if you look at the 14 inch and 16 inch that were just released, if you look at the MacBook Air that has been leaked, they all have the notch. It's something that shows you have an Apple product. Is a marketing, is a psychological, is a branding that they're doing. So the notch, in my opinion, is not gonna go away. Now it is gonna shrink. It's gonna get smaller on the iPhone, but I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon. That's their trademark. That's the way they're going. So that's gonna stay. Um, but if I'm thinking about it, I think the camera layout and the design in the back may change a little bit. But overall, the phone is going to be basically the same type of layout that we're kind of used to, but everything internal is going to be amped up. It's going to be taken to the next step. So, um, really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the iPhone 14 Pro, the 12 Pro and 13 Pro. There really wasn't that much of a difference. There were some software aspects and a bigger battery, but overall it wasn't much of a difference. So if people are on the edge about should I upgrade from a 12 Pro or 13 Pro, I would tell them no. I would say wait until the 14 Pro comes out, because we are going to see some major differences there on that front. So with that said, I hope this was helpful. If it was, press the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It's going to help out the channel, and subscribe for more videos. I will be posting some more leaks that do come out, so you are notified. So click on the notification bell so you are notified of that, and comment down below what you like. What would you like in the next iPhone? What are some things that you like see that, you know what, I really want this in the next iPhone. Can we get it? Post it down below in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts. Thanks.